to Do It for the Underground. I'm Robbie. I will be your host for the evening, and welcome back for the first time to our first episode of the first show. First, we got a full show for you today. Fats King is on location from this year's Astronomicon with music, celebs, fans, cosplay, you name it. Lidsey B and Leah Pettibone from Dead Bitches Brunch are going to give us an informative video about what you can do around the house with all that extra blood. And Noise is going to bring you a one-of-a-kind read of all the events, tours, and various goings-on that you will want to be at physically and in person in the coming months. But first, today's top story. Lex the Hex Master, formerly of Magic Ninja Entertainment, has officially signed with LSP, also known as Lyrical Snuff Productions. If you've been paying attention, this move seems to have been a long time coming. For years now, Lex has worked closely with LSP artists. He's even about to, as I speak right now, he is setting out on the second leg of his Shadow Snuff tour with Scum. And personally, I think this is an excellent move for Lex. I think he will be right at home on LSP. There's no news yet on exactly when Lex will be dropping his first project on LSP, but for now, let's take a look at his first video. This is Lex the Hex Master with Murder and Nonsense, his debut single from LSP on Do It for the Underground right now.
Man, I'll give it right back to you, bro. All right, man. Here, take it. Always want to take fucking shit, asshole. Yo, I was slap crowns off their head. Now everybody is walking dead. I would try to talk them off the ledge, but I'd rather slaughter them all instead. First things first, you're fucking with the worstest. Left them in need, now I'm back to snatching verses. Never back down, so these motherfuckers nervous. I'm about to flatline, kicking satanic verses. Check all my stats, Lex in heavy rotation. On my last leg for a standing ovation. Every ear strikes when I slam your whole nation. I like my drinks cold and my chubby hoes naked. Haters talk crazy, I cut their whole faces. A scene full of blood and some empty shell casings. Face it, my flow complex and y'all basic. Erase it, no one on the streets gonna embrace it. In a spaceship, doing Mach 10 when I race it. I base switch and go pop a Botox facelift. My squad get more props while y'all niggas waiting. 2 middle fingers up, that's double penetration. Tell them something, bro. I don't wanna hurt nobody. We ain't came to hurt nobody. I don't wanna hurt nobody. But we would. I don't wanna hurt nobody. But we got to. So hot it might burn somebody. You know what? Just leave them alone. I don't wanna hurt nobody. All right, stop fucking with me. I don't wanna hurt nobody. All right, we understand. Just I don't wanna hurt nobody. So hot it might burn somebody. I wanna rumble a gorilla in the concrete jungle. Tumble while I hit the henny till I stumble. You humble. All the shit I drop for you to bump to. I'm sun. Thinking all the war when I come through. So caution or end up a victim of extortion. I'm forcing before I send the click to kick the doors in. We torching any cat who want a better fortune. Keep talking. You gon' be a real late abortion. I'm in the scene, born with a dominant gene and a rhyme and a dream. It means you got a problem with me. The problem, it seems, is y'all cats is jocking my steeds. So why not proceed to open up and gobble up these big nuts in your mouth? Let me see you try to guard. Picked up my jacks, but I lost all my marbles. Waist deep in shit, get your snorkel in your goggles. Quick to make your head shake, you feel your brain wobble. I don't wanna hurt nobody. Like I said, I don't wanna hurt nobody. Like I've been telling y'all, I don't wanna hurt nobody. We can't come to hurt. So hot it might burn somebody. Drop it. I don't wanna hurt nobody. I don't wanna hurt you, motherfucker. I don't wanna hurt nobody. But we will. I don't wanna hurt nobody. Let's go. So hot it might burn somebody.
Welcome to the Legion Home Shopping Network. We are the Dead Bitches, here to let you in on some of our secrets of what you can do with your blood at home. Human blood is a complex mixture of compounds including proteins, amino acids, carbohydrates, lipids, hormones, vitamins, electrolytes, dissolved gases. This makes it an organic beauty product that you can make yourself at home and acts as a fabulous moisturizer, face mask, exfoliator, and overall beauty cream. I'm sure you must need that all please during your fingers. Clean that skeleton, girl. Burnt out from chopping up bodies all morning? Don't get yourself down. Add a little bit of crimson charge to your chores. Or take a break with some arts and crafts.
Need a little extra elbow grease for cleaning off those pesky faces?
Sip a bit of this precious ambrosia and you'll have the peeling strength of 5 men. Whether it's chores around the house or getting in your daily steps, don't forget to hydrate. It's time for snacks. Just replace the water in your Jell-O and you'll have a fun and protein-packed snack that your kids will devour. Yummy!
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 Ladies, is it that time of the month again?
I'll be down. Use that gift from Oddflow and mix yourself up some blood. Yummy.
And if you're lonely, ladies, don't forget about our #1 life hack.
Conquering demons.
Welcome back to Do It for the Underground. I am still Robbie. I probably don't need to introduce myself every time I come on camera, but fuck it. It's my show. I'll introduce myself as often as I fucking please. Doc Gruesome has quickly become a fixture on the underground scene in the last few years, both as a solo artist and with his groups Illtrix and Cerberus Click. But what many folks are not quite yet aware of is just how long Doc has been around, how long his label, Slaughter Visions, has been active, and the rich history that they have built over the years. So today I thought it'd be fun to give you a little history lesson on Slaughter Visions, past, present, and future, Illtrix, Doc Gruesome, the whole gang. So I could not find a specific date for this, but according to my research, Slaughter Visions Records officially started in 2013. It was started by the rappers Lil Sick and Overdose the Prophet, who at the time were in a group called Dead Kids, based out of the Bay Area of California. Dead Kids released an album on Slaughter Visions called Hip Hop Gummo in October of 2014, and played shows at the time, opening for touring acts as well as alongside other Bay Area artists such as Gmo Ski, Kung Fu Vampire. This early version of Slaughter Visions featured many artists from up and down the West Coast, including the group 2XL, Fatal Attractions, Oregonized, a play on Oregon, among others. On May 1st, 2019, Slaughter Visions Records signed a new group called Illtrix. Iltrix was not exactly a new group at the time. They had been around for years already, starting out as a 7-person mega crew, and over time whittling down to core members: Doc Gruesome, Little Maniac, Effect, Cause, and Dizel Johnson. Sadly, Effect passed away in October of 2018, and before long, Cause also left, leaving Iltrix to become a 3-person group of Doc, Lil Maniac, and Dizel Johnson. This version of the group released their debut EP, Forever Effect, a tribute to their fallen friend, on March 10th of 2020. Now, by the time the EP was actually released, Dizel Johnson had also left the group, leaving Doc Gruesome and Lil Maniac to remain as a duo. And this is the version of Iltrix that remains with us to this day. Around the same time, Iltrix became closely associated with another duo by the name of Salem Alumni. Salem Alumni was a duo that consisted of cousins EJ, Prophet, and Oogie Boogie. Previous to releasing any material with Salem Alumni, EJ released the Kintsugi EP with Swagtooth, another duo from Nevada that consisted of Choirboy Dank and Ouija Mac, who you may have heard of in the years since. Salem Alumni and Iltrix soon became closely tied together, both working with producer Bankhard Beats, also known as underground legend Bad Mind, and soon Salem Alumni also signed to Slaughter Visions Records. Both groups released sophomore projects in the fall of 2020, with Iltrix releasing the Belial album and Salem Alumni releasing Coven Book 1. Both groups were heavily featured on each other's projects. Also featured on both projects was Dead Kid's Overdose the Prophet, who was now using the rap name Odd Prophet. Odd Prophet changed his name to reflect a new style that had more to do with his own personal morals and values and less to do with the shock rap he had grown up inspired by. Throughout 2021, EJ Prophet and Oogie Boogie released solo albums. Odd Prophet began releasing singles and working his way towards his full resurgence as a new artist, and Doc Gruesome revealed the mask that he would wear to this day. In early 2022, the crew announced that they had formed a supergroup called Cerberus Clique. This crew would consist of Iltrix, Salem Alumni, Odd Prophet, Lapse, and Bad Mind. Throughout 2022, everyone in the crew stayed very busy, releasing both solo projects, group projects, singles, you name it. If there's a thing to release, these guys were releasing it. These projects included debut solo albums from Odd Prophet and Doc Gruesome, and in the summer of 2022, Cerberus Clique, in their various configurations, played all 3 days of LSP's Gorefest. Just when Cerberus Clique and Slaughter Visions were picking up steam, EJ Prophet sadly passed away October of 2022. EJ was 27 years old. According to all members of the group, EJ Prophet was the heart and soul of the crew, as well as the glue that kept them together. Cerberus Clique carried on in EJ's honor, releasing their debut album as a full group, Book of the Dead, Chapter 1, on January 31st, 2023. Unfortunately, by the time Book of the Dead Chapter 2 was released, Oogie Boogie had also left Cerberus Clique and Slaughter Visions Records. The group continues to be a force in the underground, both as a crew and as solo artists, with Doc Gruesome and Odd Prophet particularly making waves with a string of fantastic solo projects. Iltrix dropped their best album to date as a group in August of 2023 with Tombstones and Funeral Homes. And in February of this year, Slaughter Visions announced the signing of 2 new artists to the label, with Trey Xavier, a frequent longtime collaborator with everyone on Slaughter Visions, and the re-signing of Headcase, who had formerly been signed to Slaughter Visions as a member of 2XL back in their early run in the mid-2010s. Slaughter Visions has only gotten bigger and better with each passing year since 2019, and 2024 is proving to be no different. It's only April and we've already gotten amazing projects from both Doc Gruesome with The Great Mortality, which I think is his strongest, most consistent, and most hard-hitting release to date, and Odd Prophet's Happy Birthday EP, which with only a few tracks displays a variety of moods, genres, vibes, tones, lyrics, choruses, beats. It's on there. For now, let's watch Iltrix with Slaughter Visions' latest signee, Trey Xavier, with the music video for Purple Skies and Cyanide off of the Tombstones and Funeral Homes album, right here on Do It for the Underground.
Yeah. Hey. Purple skies and cyanide, let a bitch die, never lie. Get burned alive, better say goodbye. in my system before they call me shit with bags. Bitch, I'm ready for whatever the Glocky up in my bag. Know that this shit ain't a hobby, I'm robbing you for your back. Bitch, I run it up, harmful chemicals, they fill my guts, I try to throw it up. Anger in my brain, I'm always blowing up, I'm fucking up. But that's between me and my bitch, I need some growing up. At least she telling me that shit and everybody in my face need to take a step back. I'ma snap and act a horror movie, bitch, just spine in half. It's a good day to die, I'ma sit back and laugh. What a sad way to go, but can't be living in the past. Purple skies, it's cyanide, let a bitch die. Never lie, get burned alive, better say goodbye. Purple skies, in the ground where your body lies. Cyanide, in my system, let me fucking die. Purple skies, everybody in the back and bombing fluids, especially you decide. Sipping on the double cup, fucked up off that hot tech, feel that hurt inside. Left you with never that road, dipping in hearses, speaking in curses. I'm bending rough, never known to fucking cyanide. Suicide, I'll try and both. Test these mortal lives with deadly doses just to see results. It's a code, carving symbols on your body, fuck a post. It's my dinner party, feasting on the pieces of your clothes. It's a mold, you never heard of me, I just did surgery. Burning out in public, but in here you currently losing organs commercially, moving forward and deservedly. So my soul fit is currency every day, I hope they murder me. Doc G is like my priest, I need confession. I'm like Satan's fucking soldier, fighting faggots off in heaven. I'm a psychopath and maniac, will always be my brethren. We the devil's fucking rejects in the cemetery, looking up at purple skies. It's cyanide, let a bitch die. Never lie, get burned alive, better say goodbye. Purple skies, in the ground where your body lies. Cyanide, in my system, let me fucking die. Purple skies, everybody in the back and bombing fluids, especially you decide. Sipping on the double cup, fucked up off that hot tech, feel that hurt inside. Left you with never that road, dipping in hearses, speaking in curses. I'm bending rough, never known to fucking wanna die and no longer be on this earth. And I don't know why. Life is precious, what it's worth. I got 30,000 crazy thoughts flying through my cranium. Auditory hallucinations with no taming. I break out like I was born from West Hills. Knocking at your door every time it feels it. You know that. Touch minds and you're gonna see some blowback. It's an eye for an eye and you're gonna die. I'm aiming for everyone that's not down with the click. As a click, hellhounds or affiliates. You thinking that is fake? Come see how it really gets. Everyone's against it till you hit a pistol click and now you see it. It's cyanide, let a bitch die. Never lie, get burned alive, better say goodbye. Purple skies, in the ground where your body lies. Cyanide, in my system, let me fucking die. Purple skies, everybody in the back and bombing fluids, especially you decide. Sipping on the double cup, fucked up off that hot tech, feel that hurt inside. Left you with never that road, dipping in hearses, speaking in curses. I'm bending rough, never known to fucking.
What up, y'all? This is Fats King. Do it for the underground on-site reporter for Astronomicon 7 in wonderful Livonia, Michigan. I cannot wait to see what the Demented Duo has in store for all of us fans this weekend. I missed out on the Kevin Smith one, so this is kind of a redemption arc for me. So let's see how it goes. Do it for the underground, baby. We love this shit.
Laden with the passion of thinking I'm not worthy. If anybody's asking, the medicine's not working. For sedatives, I'm lurking. The negative, I'm purging. This relative soul searching my eyes.
Do it for the underground.
The spread of me will simply be outrageous. The whole thing will be contagious all across the world stages. Many, many mazes in my complex. You'll know that in due time. I'm from another place I don't exist yet. Take this crash course and blast off through my feelings. This facsimile will take you through the building. Only bricks involved. Skin's thick, y'all. Gotta keep my mental focus. Don't like hoping, so I got my ass in gear. So know this as I intake air to walk into the future of hip hop. My program will keep you moving non-stop, so draw on the watch, cause time don't relate here. Got some fears, but I don't get tied down with that. Hell yeah. I think y'all ready now, let's go, no doubts. We about to cruise the galaxy. Let's go, whose house? Insert them strings of life on my music, school's out. By the way, on the ROC, hit the gas and move out.
Yeah! Bruiser Blaze was pretty fucking dope. Astro 7's going pretty good so far. We're getting ready to go in and check out the con. Really excited to see some of the wrestlers. Definitely excited to check out Michael Rooker.
What was it like to portray serial killer Henry Lee Lucas?
That was my first movie. Oh. I wants to know what it was like to play that role. And it was fine.
Oh, it was just fine? All right.
Yeah. It was my first a film with a character that had any sort of through line. Before that, I had done little day things, because I just got out of theater and I did, trying to do commercials, but I did mostly theater. So I would do whatever it took or whatever I had to do to get sort of working in the film business. Yeah. So, but Henry was my first film. I was actually doing a play at the same time, and the director of the play was the gentleman who did the prosthetic head. Oh. He was doing all the artwork, prosthetic artwork in Henry. And he told me about the auditions. And so he said I should go over and audition. They can't find the guy. And so I did, and I got the role right away.
Was it hard to portray him, like get into his skin?
No.
I'm Daffy Doc. This is my first Astro.
Okay, so this is your first one. What are you most excited for this Astro?
Billy West.
Billy West, right?
Yeah.
Fucking Fry, right?
Hell yeah.
You're going to ask him to do anything special? You're going to get an autograph or anything?
I got the pro photo up with him.
That's so fucking dope. All right, man. And why are you here, man?
To do it for the underground.
Free your mind. Breathe in. Second head slow. Breathe in. Second head slow. One shot me down. Bullet plug on the microphone. Hitting on our individual. Normal, I can feel it in my chest. I get twisted. One flew over the nest. I'm convinced it's not something that's gonna rest. Is it A? Is it B?
Always happy to see you. Glad to see they're out here.
Throw your hands in the air, 'cause I'm getting jealous of a motherfucker who just don't care. I never think on my crazy, but I'm about to repeat the name of motherfucker, 'cause I just begun to rock the beat with a dash of retro. All the music and I hit a fucking hand, the focus I took, the terror itself. So throwing out my wicked shit, the motherfucking brain is about to left. Halfway home, to my panic set to be locked down. Anticipated in my books and my wicked realms. Only my nuts kicking for my town. You'll be hypnotized with your talking. Son of a bitch, you can't stand me. It's talking your family. Who the God? 317. It will put your ass in the deadly disease. What do you bleed? I stick your ass and watch you bleed. What do I need? Nothing fucking lift me up the speed.
What up, y'all? I'm Fats King. You've been watching all my Astronomicon 7 footage, and I just wanted to do a little recap of Twisted Seminar the last day, and I wanted to touch on something else. First thing, the Twisted Seminar was really cool. They talked about the new rock album, which, we all kind of expected. They had alluded to it a few years ago, that this was the next project they were moving on to. They also mentioned a House of Crazies full project and potential big show at the next coming Fright Fest in a few months, several months anyway. Astro 7 was really dope because, like I said in the beginning of all of this was a bit of a redemption arc. Anybody knows Astro 6 got snowed out. Kevin Smith wasn't able to make it. I was one of the unfortunate people who missed out on that event, and I also missed out on 6-5. Now, some people would be like, well, that means you probably didn't get shit. But no, M&E honored their whole deal with me. I got another free VIP for the next year, which was Astro 7. And it was easy. It wasn't like I had to, prove who I was or go through a bunch of jump a bunch of fucking hoops or anything. It was really cool to see that them were cool on their word. The last things I want to touch on, we're all been doing this for a long time. A lot of us get a bit jaded and a bit hard-hearted toward the love we used to have for this scene. And I want to share this little story just because it was pretty cool. So me and my bitter half were standing in line for the Kane photo shoot. Beside us is a younger girl. She's probably 16. Her mother's to the side and she's cheering her on. She's so happy because she gets to meet Twisted for the first time today. Now, this girl is second generation born Juggalo. Her mother is, and she was born into this. I've seen Twisted. A lot of us have seen Twisted in person, shook their hands, whatever, been to their concerts, whatever. The pure joy and excitement on this fucking girl's face to be seeing her favorite band for the first time ever. We all really need to get in touch with that feeling again, and I think it would make this scene a lot better. And I'm not saying you have to get in touch with your love with Twisted, because that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you need to find that part of you that made you want to be a part of this to begin with. If you've never been to Astronomicon, check it out one time. It's definitely worth it. It is a pop culture con. It's not just wrestling. It's not just horror. It's not just this or that. It's a bunch of everything, and it is a whole lot of fun, and I recommend everyone do it at least once.
Welcome back to Do It for the Underground. You can call us Diff Tug for short. There's a lot of good, sexy jokes people like to make about that. I don't care for any of them. I think you should be polite about the names of shows. I'm Robbie, once again introducing myself for the third time in one episode, and I am still your fucking host. Next up on the show, we're going to get into a regular feature that we are currently calling New Music Roundup. It's called that because it's a roundup of new music that has been released in the underground in the last 2 weeks or so. And it's a bad name, it's corny, and I don't like it at one bit. But I couldn't come up with anything else, so I would love for you to give us some comments, some feedback, and say, hey, the name sucks, or here's a better idea. Preferably, here's a better idea. If it's just negativity that you have for us, hey, thanks for watching. This episode's new releases are Anti-Human, the brand new album from Scum.
What you leave behind is the question at hand. Why you hurt the bitch, you're my bad, that's the man. Why you let niche deadly sin you commit. That is in your past, give you guilty time you eat me. What you
Jay Reno and Labyrinthine with their brand new album Armed and Devilish.
Do you understand the freedom when you don't fear death? When you at your wit's end and there's nothing here left? Crack a smile while I'm looking down the barrel of a burner. Really hoping that you're prepared to commit a murder.
Worm just released a new 2-song single. It's metal, and it's called Methods of Mutilation. "27 Club" is the brand new single from Cody Manson, Jamie Madrox from Twisted, and Keith Stoned, and it is the first single from Cody Manson's upcoming album Double Cups and Demons, which will be released on Lyrical Snuff Productions.
It's when the dead rock stars get the best drugs. They're succubus bitches with split tongues. It's a haven for the heathens and the thugs. Welcome to the 27 Club. Ay, throwing dead presidents on a dead bitch. Throwing dead presidents on a dead bitch.
Flapjack Wilson's new single, Pander, 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 Pander.
Bitch, I pander, 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 pander.
Pop is a juggalo whip, got me a juggalo bitch. Juggalo testing my body, watch me juggalo drip.
Bam Bam Biggity, the new single from the Michigan Misfits, as well as Jima Ski.
Get it bang, when the bass drum beat, big fat Godzilla hit me walking down the street. But lately I'm feeling like they don't like me. I've been treated
for the flavor of the week.
Nasty Inc. has a brand new album called Trust and Betrayal, and it is chef's kiss.
So long without you, I might relapse. Why can't you just let go? Serotonin low got me in a chokehold. Tightening the rope as my will turns cold. Laughing in the shadows as the drama unfolds. All around me, I've been lost in this new way. New me, new page, it's a new day. Dark as hell like I'm locked in a new cage. Only time I feel free is when I'm on stage. I don't wanna hear the demons talk no more. They try to throw away the key and lock that door.
And this week's Spotlight single is Clockwork E with Cemetery Girl Rework. This is, as you can probably guess from the title, Clockwork E's reworking of Insane Clown Posse's classic 1995 track Cemetery Girl from the Riddlebox album. This track is great. It's smoother, nicer, it's sadder. It basically takes the original Cemetery Girl and kind of focuses less on the grave digging and the story there, and leans into almost a eulogy about the deceased lady at the title of our song. I think it's a really cool song. I really like when these guys lean into kind of sadder, more emotional themes, similar to their Will Boo for Rent EP that dropped last year, Bandcamp exclusive. If you've not heard that, I would suggest it. And yeah, these guys are teasing an album in the nearish future, presumably, and I'm just really excited to see what they do with more space to stretch out and try different things. So check it out. Clockwork E with Cemetery Girl Rework.
She kept a switchblade, used to act like I was bitch made. Had tattoos in her lip ring. She don't text me back, she busy. She wants sex and drugs, who's next to fuck? Yeah, I know this bitch get busy. Like a nod out and get dizzy.
And this week's Spotlight album is Ouija Mac and Darby O'Trill with Anna Moya. This is the first full-length collaboration between these two guys, both Chapter 17 artists, and they sound fantastic together, I think. Darby sounds hungry and like this is a place for him to prove himself. Not that he hasn't already proven himself, but, you know, Ouija's the big boss at the label, and these guys are sharing a whole album together, and I think he really stepped up to the plate and made it count. Ouija sounds like, you know, the proud OG sharing the stage with his protege of sorts and just, you know, repping the brand that he's built. I think my favorite thing on this record is when these guys really lean into melody. They're both super good at that. Darby's always had a great sense for melody, and Ouija, as you've heard on, you know, Corruptus recently, really writes a catchy, sad-sounding song in a way that I really, really appreciate. Tracks like Anna Moyan's Need to Kill Someone, and the last two tracks, Death of a Summer and Crossing Over, are really, really good examples of this as well. I think these are some of the best tracks these guys have released generally. Devereaux's production's great on here, specifically the kind of drunk-sounding horn sample on Waffle House Warlocks goes crazy. The guitars on Crossing Over kind of sound like a sad, almost death metal shoegaze, but then just plopped on top of just classic sounding 3-6 Mafia drums. I think this album's super worth your time. If you've historically been a fan of these guys, I'm sure you've heard it by now. If you haven't, I'd say it's worth checking out. You might find something you like in there. But for now, from the album, Anna Moya, here is the music video for Graveyard Shift from Darby O'Trill and Ouija Mac, right here on Do It for the Underground.
Decree news creeping up out of the cut. Blood of a demon and gin in my cup. Came with the heat, but I'm keeping it tucked. Speak to the dead when I'm ripping the blood.
The moon will rise forever, block out the rays of the sun. Cut a fuckboy into fractions and paint my face with their blood.
Eating vegan with my OG, break bread with my day ones only. Got no time for jabronis or fake ass backstabbing homies. Done said I'm juggle lonely, so don't think you'll get to know me.
By the time you think we close, I'll put your ass 6 feet below me, roadie.
I've been digging these graves for days. 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 I've been digging.
digging graves, yeah. Dig a ditch. We gon' fit way more bodies in that ditch. Broke the handle off the shovel, smacking bodies with the stick. I remember when the smell of death would make me sick. But I'm so much better now. C-17's right now. Silence never better now. Everything is working now. Yeah. And them bodies piling up, digging holes in the moonlight. Then we fill them up.
I've been digging these graves for days. I've been digging. I've been digging. I've been digging these graves for days. I've been digging. I've been digging. I've been digging these graves for days. I've been digging. I've been digging. I've been digging these graves for days. I've been digging. I've been digging. I've been digging these graves for days. I've been digging. I've been digging. I've been digging these graves for days. I've been digging. I've been digging. I've been digging these graves for days. I've been digging. I've been digging.
Are you experiencing anemoia?
Bam, 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 bam. It's a PSA with fats.
This has to do with crowd etiquette. And what I mean by that is expectations and feelings you might have. If you are on the front row, if you are on the barricade of the concert, understand you're going to be touched. People will be laying their hands on you. There is no avoiding this, especially if you choose to be on the barricade, because there's, 200 motherfuckers, maybe more behind you who want your spot. I'm not saying it's a fight or whatever, but what I'm saying is don't get so in your feelings that someone touched you that you have to say, don't molest me. Words I heard in the crowd this year, and it was hilarious. You don't get a safety bubble. You don't get a 5-foot barrier because you're up front and you feel special. If you don't want to be touched, but you want to enjoy the show, get to the fucking back. Go to the back where the old cats are and enjoy the show from the back. Or get the fuck over it. Here's the last one. This is a big one for me because everyone knows I rule the fucking pit with an iron fist. If there are people who do not want to be involved in the mosh pit, do not pull them in. That is not cool. If you have been told numerous times, don't pull me in, and you keep doing it, someone will educate you the wrong way. You will hit the floor. If you want to square up and play this game we play and have fun, expect your licks. Do not get pussy hurt when you get smashed. It's all fun and games until someone decides they want to make it a fight. I've been to enough death metal shows. This will turn into a swarm beating quite quickly. All you have to do is understand we're all having a good time. Nobody is trying to send anyone to the hospital. It's just a little bit of full contact shoving, shoulders, elbows, maybe your back. My point being is that no one's trying to hurt anyone for real. And if you try to make it that way, you'll wind up more likely ending up against someone like me or other larger gentlemen in the crowd, and you'll regret your decisions. Consider this a PSA from Fats King.
And so far, there is no clue as to how it got there.
What on earth is this thing? Emerald tablet. Holy shit.
Is this weed talk, Joseph?
No, this is so legit.
So legit, my man.
So this dude was probably an alien.
Northeast Ohio UFO videographers sharing their images online.
We all read the message.
The spaceship, it looks a cigar shape with a dome on it.
Filehouse Tour is running April 26th to May 19th, going all the way from Michigan to Ohio and everywhere in between. Check out Filehouse Records' social media for more info. Scum and Lex the Hex Master have the Shadow Snuff Tour's second leg starting April 28th and running to May 13th, with 12 dates in total going from Utah to New Mexico, including stops in Las Vegas and Idaho, if you like gambling or potatoes. Clockwork E has a show coming up May 18th with Flapjack Wilson and Apollo Exodus. Tickets available at skeletix.com. That's May 18th. Yeah. Ouija Mac and Darby O'Trill have the Revelation Tour going from May 30th to June 10th, starting in California and ending in California. The tour also includes several other dates in several other states. Check out the flyer or chapter17.com. Kung Fu Vampire Summer Tour 24 starts June 5th and run until the 30th, with 19 dates all over, including Colorado, Ohio, Texas, Arizona, and many other states. Again, go check out the social media to find a show near you, and I won't mention all the dates for all these different tours because it would take up way too much time. Capsule is happening June 21st to the 23rd in Tarrytown, Williamsburg, Ohio. You can catch Zool, Sun, Fun Time, and all the dope underground Zooligan entertainment there. Come on out, campers. And finally, we have the Red, White, and Blue Festival happening July 4th to the 6th in Marin, Ohio, including acts such as the Hooligans, Super Famous Funtime Guys, of course Clockwork E, and many more underground heavyweights. Contact Red, White, and Blue Fest at gmail.com for more info. Woo! Speaking of woo, JCW has their event Lunacy coming to Columbus, Ohio at the Newport Music Hall Friday, May 3rd. You can get your tickets at axs.com/events/536735. Speaking of JCW.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of our show. Thank you so much for watching. On behalf of everyone who worked on the show, the whole cast and crew, thank you to Legion Realm for sponsoring us with tons of money and tons of heart. Just kidding about the money, but we do get the heart. We want to thank the artists who allowed us to use their music videos on the show. We couldn't do it without you. We could, but we wouldn't have music videos in it, so we appreciate that. And make sure to like, subscribe, share with your friends, show it to someone. It's an extra view, even if they don't like it. And yeah, just do all the things that make algorithms like us. I don't know. You've seen YouTube before. And don't forget, there's a weekly playlist down in the episode description that you should follow on Spotify and Apple Music. It's got all the music we talked about here, plus a host of other things. You can guess what they are. They're songs. They're not just there's no TV shows in there or books, but it does have a lot of songs, and we think you'd like it. So go ahead and check that out, and we'll see you here in 2 weeks. Thank you so much for watching the pilot debut episode of Do It for the Underground. We love you. Good night.